Hello, beautiful beings, and welcome back to the Crow's Nest. Welcome if you are new. We are a spiritual olive mind community, learning as we ascend along our spiritual path. Had a special guest with me, but apparently she didn't want to stick around for that. That was my oldest cat, Jackie. So we're going to get into today's message for what it is that we need to be aware of and focusing on at this time. For the last few days, about the last 3 days now, we've seen this negotiation between the inner masculine and feminine taking place to level out the playing field of the battlefield, if you will. And so you can go back and watch those messages if that resonates with you. But in regards to today's message, I actually channeled quite a bit getting ready for this. So we're going to go through that. We'll get into the tarot and find out what is today's message and the guidance based on that. But I was channeling so much this morning in regards to this negotiation taking place between the inner masculine and feminine. So it's also quite late compared to when I usually post these messages. I wanted to get this up earlier in the day, but it's not the way it worked out. We go with the flow here. So this morning I was hearing a ship, and I live in the West Coast, and it's not often we can actually hear the ships from where I actually am in the city. And this morning, for probably the better part of an hour, there was a ship that just kept blowing its horn. And I was like, at first I couldn't believe it, because I was like, there's no way I can hear a ship from here. And sure enough, I even stepped outside and I was able to hear it more clearly. And for an hour, every 5 minutes or so, this ship just kept blowing its horn. And so, when I looked back, when I was thinking about the messages from the past few days, I was thinking about, that Three of Wands that has been coming through, talking about those ships that you have set out and them about to be rushing in with everything that you have been focusing on, your hopes and your dreams, everything you've been manifesting right there, right at this time. I don't know why I said right there. Now I'm hearing chingy right there. I don't know who that's for. So it's like these ships are, I've been saying, they're about to come rushing in. And sure enough, this morning, I'm hearing this ship just kept blowing its horn. So then I started asking, well, what kind of ship is this? Is it going? Is it coming? Is it stuck in the harbor? What is happening with this ship? And then I got dressed this morning and I was looking at myself in the mirror and I noticed this A on my shirt. So A, numerology, is number 1, new beginning. So I was like, okay, this ship is coming in. And it's excited, it's eager, it's blowing its horn. This ship is I'm coming in, I'm coming in. It's, so I was getting a message from that ship that just kept blowing its horn, okay? And then I was also asking, is this, because where I'm at, there's 2 kinds of ships that we typically see. It's either going to be the freights, the tankers, or the cruise ships. And so I was kind of asking myself, well, what kind of ship is this? And there was something that I was channeling about abundance. Okay, I forget what that was, but I remember just picking up on abundance. So I was like, oh, this is a freight, this is a tanker, this is those ships that we've been talking about these last few days, that they should be coming in any minute now. And this morning that ship was like, I'm here, I'm coming in, I'm hot. So, then later on in the day, I started to pick up Beauty and the Beast vibes, and I was watching some videos on TikTok as well where people kept talking about Beauty and the Beast, and that resonated for me because there is something about that in regards to my journey that really resonates. So I thought that was really interesting, that Beauty and the Beast vibes is coming through. And what I got from that too is, recently on TikTok, I posted a reading. It was in regards to a twin flame connection, or that inner union of the masculine and feminine. And it was very strongly, what ended up coming through in that reading is, this is a message for the feminines who the entire time, the entire twin flame journey, despite the pain and the resentment that the feminines may have gone through in the journey, the feminine has always remained gentle and kind-hearted and nurturing and loving and empathetic, and really never had any ill intentions or any ill words to speak about their counterpart, okay? And when we look at the movie Beauty and the Beast, Belle, she is delicate, she is feminine, she, the entire time, despite how Oh, I can't even remember his name. Forgive me. I have not seen that movie in so long. But despite how the prince, who is stuck as this beast, who has this curse on him, despite how he may treat her because of his own pain and resentment, she is kind and delicate and nurturing to him the entire time. And, what was interesting to me as well is I had to check myself because, like I said, Beauty and the Beast resonates for my journey. And, I think sometimes we forget that, yeah, the beast is a beast, but he is a prince who has a spell cast on him, and it's going to take love and a kind heart to break that spell, right? So I thought that was really interesting because we've been talking about balancing this inner masculine and feminine. We saw a lot about the masculine yesterday, and now I'm picking up this delicate strength and beauty and feminine essence from this like Beauty and the Beast vibes, okay? And you know what, that's really interesting too, because I was picking up on abundance. And if you look back at Beauty and the Beast, majority of the movie takes place in a palace. They're living quite abundantly. They have all these servants and, all the lovely friends to help take care of them throughout the movie. And so there is abundance there as well. Oh, Jackie's come back to join us. Isn't that lovely? So, which is really interesting because we were just talking about in Beauty and the Beast, there's so many of those characters that like play a role. There's, I don't know if there's cats, but I think there's like the stools and the chairs are turned into dogs, right? So speaking about loyalty, and cats are about independence. And so I'm getting masculine and feminine vibes right there. The masculine vibes, the loyalty that the masculines have for those nurturing feminines, and those feminines who are so independent. So many messages coming through already for today's message. And then I continue to ask this question about what are these new beginnings that are coming in, going back to the letter A here, and that ship blowing its horn. And I actually started to hear the song Mama, I'm Coming Home by Ozzy Osbourne. So I was like, get out. This is too much. So I thought that was really, really interesting. And then as I was getting the cards ready for this message, quite a bit came out on top of that. So I saw some cards that were representing some twin flame mirroring. The other thing I saw was the King of Pentacles made an appearance in the upright position, so strong. And I was like, it was some very sexy energy, let me tell you. And then the Death card made an appearance after that in the reverse position. So this is a masculine who's feeling really independent, really nurturing, really stable, really abundant at this time, and really standing in very firmly in his abundance and his feeling of self-wealth, his worthiness, right? And then having this inner reflection with that Death card. And then sure enough, the King of Pentacles came out a second time, and then the Queen of Wands came out in the transition energy going into the upright position. So we had a king and a queen make an appearance, but that King of Pentacles, right? So all morning I was hearing this ship coming in. We have A for new beginnings. This King of Pentacles comes out and he's holding all this wealth. And I've been telling you guys for days, you are so close to bringing all this wealth and abundance in for you. And whether that's material wealth or emotional wealth or, abundance can mean so many things. Take it how it resonates. Whatever it is that you've been working towards, the abundance, the substance that I've been picking up, the value, the worth, it's all coming in. And I've been channeling it all day long. The other thing that came through was tigers are also significant. And then I don't know why these commercials are like trying to distract me. This playlist doesn't usually play commercials, okay? I'm just gonna tune it out here. So tigers are significant, white tigers. And then when I saw the white tiger, I pictured that part of the album, Michael Jackson's Thriller album, the picture where he has the cat, the tiger with him. And also the number 6 is significant. Also water energy is significant, which just brings me right back around to that ship coming in on the sea, on the water. So we're going to go ahead and get into the message. I know that was a lot leading up to the cards, but all things that I've been channeling all day long in regards to today's message. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the message. My name is Crystaljoy, wounded healer, helping to guide you through the depths of your soul to illuminate the light within. So this is going to be what it is that we need to be aware of and focusing on alongside all that crazy rant of a channel that I just shared with you. Let's go ahead and see what comes through. On today's deck, I have the quartz stone. With the quartz today, I also wrote down some things that I was channeling with the stones that I wrote down. So for today, with the quartz, master healing and stimulating positive energy. I'm really feeling that need to just like be really aware of our thoughts and our feelings. That did come through the last couple days as well. There is just a sense of just being very mindful about, you know, where focus goes, energy flows, right? We manifest our thoughts into things. So don't be thinking things that you don't want in your reality, because you don't want that to be the case. So let's find out. We have a card coming through here. It's the Six of Pentacles in the reverse position. So yes, you know, we're talking about those pentacles coming in. Those ships are coming in. They're eager. They're like hot coming in. And right now what I'm seeing is this feeling as though there's been a sense of like a one-sided charity. So I feel like you currently feel as though you've been investing so much into what it is that you're trying to bring in. Those ships that you set out, that you're waiting for them to return full of all of that you've been trying to bring in for yourself, that you set those ships out to bring in for yourself. There is this feeling as though you've been putting so much into it, but not getting enough return. But I'm telling you, we got some pretty heavy, like, new beginnings, like energy coming through. And this song, Mama, I'm Coming Home, you know, I don't want to make this about twin flames, but, you know, twin flames talks about the type of soulmate connection that is, you know, we talk about the divine counterparts, the masculine and feminine, but we're also talking about your inward journey. Everyone holds these energies within, okay? And Ozzy Osbourne, in that song, it is a song about how Ozzy is ready to just kind of drop all of the things that are no longer suitable, and to, it was a song to profess his love to Sharon. And so, is it Sharon or Shannon? I'm getting confused now. But, and so I'm feeling this. We're talking about these new beginnings coming in. We're talking about balancing that masculine and that feminine, so that way you can fully unlock manifesting your abundance, your path, so you can fully align this timeline I just heard. And, you know, the top and the bottom of the deck did want to come off here. Yes! It's the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. The Nine of Pentacles. Yes, we saw this in yesterday's reading. We were talking about your secret garden, your garden of abundance, that not only your inner masculine and, where are we here? Your inner masculine and feminine are going to stand in, but other people, animals, plants, they're all going to enjoy everything that you're creating. And it was in the reverse position. So right now you are really feeling like, why? I'm investing so much. Where the heck are those ships? Like, did you not hear them blowing their horn for an hour this morning? That Ace of Wands is coming in. There is so much, like I said, those new beginnings. This is such passionate energy. Like I said, those ships, they're coming in so hot. And I just heard they're fully loaded. Locked and loaded, I just heard. Locked and loaded. Top of the deck wanted to come off again. It's the Wheel of Fortune. And I have been picking up this like closing of a cycle. The energy that I'm channeling right now is so insane. I feel like my heart rate is through the roof in the best of ways. Let's get more on this. Let's find out about this cycle. Because we even see the energies. Like yesterday, that Nine of Pentacles came through. We were talking about your secret garden. Now it's in the reverse. The last couple of days, we've been seeing that masculine flipping and flopping on this teeter-totter in the upright and in the reverse. That masculine energy even went in the upright and the reverse in the reading. That was yesterday's message. So let's find out. Let's get more on this Wheel of Fortune. Something wanted to turn over this wants to come off is the Fool. I am not even kidding you. This is so significant. This is so significant. Everything that I've been saying, it's all right here. It's all right here. The bottom of the deck wanted to show up. It's the Hanged Man. Whew. This is so madness to me. This reading is unreal. This energy is magic. I'm hearing the song, Do You Believe in Magic? Do you believe in magic? That's all I know from the song. Na, 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 na. It's like, I want to like swing my hands now. Like, who is that? Who is that from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I'm seeing that now. Just like really funny, light-hearted, foolish energy. My throat now too. Like my voice went funny. It's like foolish energy. What I mean by that is just like playful, giddy. I'm seeing like a comedian, like someone who is just like makes a lot of jokes. Today I was on a walk and there was this crow and I couldn't understand why he was cackling at me. When crows do that, they're up to no good. Okay, when they cackle, that's like they're in their trickster energy. And so I'm looking at this crow. I'm like, what are you up to there, buddy? I'm feeling this, like, but it's like a fun trickery. It's inner child giddiness. I'm hearing children get like giggling and now like seeing them running around a play structure. But this is so significant. You know, I've been talking about, and the Fool doesn't even have a number in the card. It's like the start of the deck. The start of the deck. And we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is that cycle that you're breaking. You don't see those ships coming in. You didn't hear that horn this morning because you're not here where I am. If you were in Vancouver and you heard that horn this morning, let me know, because I'm like, I can't even believe I was able to hear that from where I am. I told my roommate, I was like, what kind of ship was that? They're like, you heard a ship from here? But I think my roommate was sleeping at the time. So like I was the only one who I know heard it, but for an hour long, not even kidding you. And one again, new beginnings. And this is that cycle. So right now you can't hear or see or feel those ships coming in. Maybe you feel it, let me know. But it's like, now we see that Nine of Pentacles gone into the reverse. You really do feel as though something's not coming in, something's not attainable, but there's a sense of that new beginning. Where was I going with that message? I got kind of disconnected there for a second. But right, with the Fool being the start, and the Nine of Pentacles, 9 again, is endings. This is the ending. You are putting an ending to feeling as though those ships aren't coming in and not being able to see them coming in. What I really am feeling from this message is like in this where is this Hanged Man here? There is a sense of there is going to be some time that you spend to yourself to get a new perspective. And within that new perspective, you are going to get back into the flow. I'm like looking at this imagery. It's like really flowy too as I'm saying that. You are going to get back into the flow within that sacred feminine energy. You know, within the feminine is where flow lives. Another commercial is trying to cut me off, but there was a mountain in there. I've been channeling that for a few days. And this flow, right? And so once you get back into this flow, that's when it's like you're not even going to be focused anymore on where is the ship? Why can't I hear it? Why can't I see it? Where is it? Why can't I, like, when is it coming in? You are just going to be so focused on these desires that you have, on these, I'm hearing circumstances that you are putting your time and effort into. I'm hearing you're going to be so focused on this that the time frame, and like there's just going to be so many things that you're going to surrender to. You're going to be so deep in this work that all of a sudden it's all just going to show up, and you're going to be like, it's here. It's going to show up, and it's going to create this energy for you where you're like, oh, what? Oh my gosh, let's go. Like I see, like, you know, this Fool here ready to jump off this cliff. Look at next to this water, right? My throat totally wants to close right now. It's like once you surrender to the expectations of this outcome, right? Of this outcome, of all those ships that you're waiting to come in. Once that ship comes in, you're going to be like so excited that it's here. You're going to be like diving off the cliff into the water to get to the ship because you're going to be so happy that it's there. And it's going to take you by such a surprise that you're going to, it's like, it takes me back to this memory I have of the very first time I saw the ocean. I was 19 years old. I went on a trip with a bunch of people to Colombia. It was the most, honestly, that's a video for another day. The greatest experience of my entire life. I learned so much. And I remember we got to our resort, and on our resort, there was a bar at the end of this really long pier. It was like 100 feet out into the ocean. And, you know, all my friends and I, we were getting up to the bar on this pier, and everyone's so excited to order a drink. I ran off the end of that dock right into the ocean. I was so excited to see the ocean. I was like, bar? Not even worried about it. I ran right past the bar, jumped off the end of the dock, and then people told me there were jellyfish there. So I got out in a hurry. But nonetheless, this is that energy that I'm feeling where you're going to be like, the ship is here, and you're just going to run off the end of that dock. I'm telling you, this is such a beautiful energy that I'm getting of this new beginning for you. I do want to get a little bit more. The other thing I was also thinking, we're going to end this with a finding inner peace. Because also, like I said, I was doing some channelings with the stones that I grabbed for the decks as well. I never know what deck I'm going to use, so I always get them all ready. On the inner peace deck, no, which deck? Where did I put it? On the seeds of the sacred feminine. That's where we're going to go. I put the green aventurine on there. Green aventurine, excuse me. I'm getting myself all confused here. Maybe we'll go with both. Because what I was going to say is green aventurine is all about inner peace and spiritual growth. I did put that on the seeds of the sacred feminine deck, but I also have a deck called Finding Inner Peace. So let's get a message from both, but I do want a little bit more from the tarot. Thank you. Got 2 more cards here. Oh my gosh. You saw it. You saw that happen, okay? Oh my gosh. We have the Page of Wands and we have the Chariot. And I did say this in a reading the other day. I channeled this card. I said, you have the entire world in your hands right now. The entire world. And you're standing out. And like I said, when this comes in, like it's coming in. I could show you all these cards, but when it comes, like it, now you're standing there in your abundance. Like look at this outfit that you're wearing. So wealthy, so abundant. You're literally holding the world, and now you're just standing and looking out over your kingdom. You're not even worried about those ships anymore. What was that card? Was it the 3 of Wands? You know, that 3 of Wands was standing in a very similar position, looking out over the harbor, watching those ships. And now you're not watching for those ships anymore, because like I said, they're going to come in and you're going to be like, holy Hannah. I'm hearing Whoa Nelly from like Earthworm Jim again. I picked that up in a reading recently. You know, the part where he like jumps on his rocket ship. He's like, whoa Nelly, and he like blasts off. This is you. You're going to be blasting off. You're going to have the entire world in your hands. And like the Chariot is here to confirm everything that I've been saying about everything that's coming in for you. And like I was saying about this secret garden, not only are you going to be the one to bask in it, but everything and everyone around you is going to enjoy this energy that you are going to be exuding. And this Chariot, it's like I see once you step into this energy, and like that Queen of Wands that I saw earlier in that transition to the upright, once you transition into that power, into that passion, once you step into your Chariot, into that feminine essence, once you truly align those energies within you and step into that state of flow of that sacred feminine, not only is everyone around you going to be able to bask in this, but it's like you're going to get into this like chariot, this vehicle. And it's like this vehicle has like a a cart behind it, this massive, massive cart. I'm actually seeing Noah's Ark right now, that giant ship. And it's like, as you go along your journey, you're just going to be loading people up and saying, come on, I'm taking you with me. It's like, you are a very strong healer. You know, maybe you're not even consciously aware of the ways that you take people along with you on your journey. And what I mean by that, what I mean by you take people with you, what I mean by you're going to be loading them up into this buggy of yours, is once people get a chance to experience your true essence, they are going to want to follow in your light. And so again, whether you're conscious of it or not, people are going to be coming with you. Their energy is going to follow you in a very positive way, in a way that, not that it's going to be, you know, a succubus type of energy where it's just pulling and draining you. It's going to be the type of energy where you are literally helping to enlighten and awaken those around you. Once you go through this process, this is what you're going to do to help others. The world very much feels like it's in this energy right now, where it just feels like, you know, I'm hearing like this is an energy of feeling robbed, feeling like it's all been taken away, like no matter what you do, you can't obtain. This is the way that you and everyone is feeling right now. But I'm telling you, once you go through this transition, you're going to be loading up that vehicle of yours, and so many people are going to be getting to come with you into that kingdom that you're creating for yourself. And that world that you're holding in your hands, I don't see you as a selfish person at all. Like I said, this is about those inner feminines who have remained like Belle that entire time, regardless of everything, regardless of, you know, even her family is attacked and she still is like, you know, I miss my dad, but it's fine, right? And not a very passive energy, but an energy where you are able to put your bullshit aside. That channeling that I've had about turning your pain into passion, this is that right here. That Queen of Wands came through next to that King of Pentacles earlier. So Green Aventurine, we're going to get that Seeds of the Sacred Feminine, see what comes through with that, and we'll end with a Finding Inner Peace affirmation. Let's see what we get. What is some guidance from the Seeds of the Sacred Feminine in regards to today's message? Today's incredibly beautiful message that I feel so blessed to be a messenger, to be able to deliver. I love these messages. Let's find out here. What is some Seeds of the Sacred Feminine? Thank you. Say a prayer of thanks, right? Because the more that we hold gratitude, the more that we have to be grateful for. Be grateful for every ounce, every smallest detail in your life. Because for everything that you are grateful for, it will come back to you tenfold. You know, I even talked about this yesterday. I posted a message about, you know, in the Western society, we're even conditioned to not even take proper time to be grateful for the food that we eat. We eat it in such a rush that it's not even giving us proper nourishment, because in the way that we're consuming our food is not the way that food is meant to be nurtured and loved. So even take time to breathe while you eat, and while you're eating and breathing, be thankful for the food and the way that it's helping to replenish you, to give you the energy to do this. You need energy for this. And I'm also picking up Four of Swords energy. Take time to rest also, and be grateful for those opportunities to take time to rest. I'm picking up a message about, like, don't hold guilt or shame to yourself for taking those times to rest, because you can't do what you're doing. I mean, I'm telling you, your energy had me all kinds of messed up earlier in this reading. And now it's like more delicate, right? Where the energy is calming down now that the message is being delivered. But there is just, the more that we hold space for that gratitude, the more it's going to come in. And you know, right now you're feeling as though, you know, that Six of Pentacles and that Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, you're feeling like, where is that ship? Why don't I see it? Why hasn't anyone told me it's incoming? I don't hear it blowing its horn. What's going on here? Be thankful for every single little thing, every little message, every little synchronicity. And I'm telling you, the more, I think that's like what's missing for some of you, is you are so focused. You're working so hard. Like I said, you're going to be working so hard that you're not going to even see when all this comes in. You're just going to be like, holy crap, it's here. And you're just going to run off the dock, the end of the cliff, and, you know, in a happy way. It's just, it's going to come in a way that is just like so unforeseen, right? It's going to be so unforeseen. And like I said, you're going to be so, like right now, you're so focused on working on this that you can't see it or hear it or feel it. And so just take time to be grateful for even the little accomplishments that you're getting done throughout the day, those periods of rest that you're taking for yourself to properly care for yourself so that you can accomplish those things. Because I really do feel like that's the missing link right now, is that gratitude. Just honestly, I want you to be grateful for every single little thing in your day, because I really am feeling very strongly that this is a missing link. Let's get a message from the guidebook. Say a prayer of thanks. Let's see here. Page 60. 6 is all about harmony. I told you I channeled 6. It's right here. Do you see the madness that happened this morning to me? That's what happened. But number 6, I said that at the beginning of the reading. I channeled that. Oh my gosh. Page 60. 6 and 0. Cycles. New beginnings. This is a new beginning of standing in a state of flow, of harmony. Oh my gosh. To be in a state of gratitude is to be one with all of creation. Be grateful for your life, grandchild. When you feel grateful, you see more beauty in your world because more beauty reveals itself to you. Your ancestors knew this trick. They practiced gratitude in their daily earth walk and gave thanks to the sacred mother, their source of life. This habitual offering of thanks, developed through their spiritual body, This habitual offering of thanks developed their spiritual body, bringing them closer to the Creator. The patchwork grandmothers encouraged you to develop a ritual of gratitude as well. Remember your sacred lineage. So much can come to you when you call it forth. I'm just gonna take a minute right there. Oh my gosh. Give thanks. Only, oh my gosh, my throat again. Only the good planted in your heart can attract more good to you. This is sacred law. A simple prayer of thanks is a profound tool for a good life. Use it. And what's really interesting, because when it said planted it in your heart, I was picking up on that Belle vibe again, right? From Beauty and the Beast. That pure, gentle, kind, delicate heart. But she's got a strong heart. I mean, like I said, I did miss my dad. He's going through some shit. But, it's fine. I'll put my shit aside to help you break your curse. It's cool, And she doesn't complain. She goes through the emotions, yes. But she is such delicate strength. I just keep channeling delicate strength. What is that song as well? There's a song. Who is that by? See the Woman Eyes. I'm going to look into that. I feel like some of you should maybe listen to that. See the Woman Eyes. She's delicate strength. Ooh, flip my earring there. I'm not seeing it come up right away. I'll put it in the comments for you guys, okay? There's actually a lot with this line in it. It is an indigenous song, but it talks about the woman, how in every circumstance she is bringer of life, she is creator, she is mother to all, she is Delicate strength. They say delicate strength in that song, and that's where I'm going with that. So the other thing that I thought was really interesting about that is when I had to go back and reread that sentence about the habitual offering, it was like this message where there's something that you missed. It's like you got to go back and reread it, re-examine it. You just need to re-examine how you're holding space for the things that you give. You got to slow down a little. You just got to take more time to stop and smell the roses. The Fool has a rose in his hand. Holy. Okay, we're going to end this message with the Finding Inner Peace. We have Amethyst on this deck today. I was channeling something too about Amethyst. Physical strength, healing in the crown chakra, right? And that's really interesting. Physical strength, delicate strength. Amethyst really is such a beautiful, delicate stone, isn't it? I mean, it's a very tough stone, but when we look at it, we think, wow, so delicate, so precious. Oh my gosh, I'm actually seeing now that creature, what is that? From The Lord of the Rings, my precious, you know, when he has the ring. That's very interesting. Where is that ring that I had here? I had a ring on my setup. That's really significant. For some of you, there's something significant about a ring. Did I channel that earlier today? No, I don't see it here. There is something significant for some of you about a ring. Let's get a Finding Inner Peace affirmation to close this message. I see it right here already. I'm excited. It's number 11. Number 11. Oh, man. So I was talking about twin flames earlier. 11 is a twin flame number. 11 is also ones, new beginnings. This is a master number. This is a very significant message about those ships are coming in. Take a moment to be grateful for like literally everything. I want you to start a gratitude journal and set a timer for yourself 3 times a day. Sit down and write one thing that you're grateful for. So 3 things a day that you're grateful for. 3 is universal alignment, so it's very powerful. Put as many as you want, but I'm really feeling like make it a ritual practice. Make it a habitual practice. It's sacred law. Make this a part of your daily ritual, because as sacred law tells, this sacred law foretells it. All right, your ancestors, they want you to know this message. They want you to know the significance, the amount of harmony and flow that can come to your life through this habitual practice. So please do make that a part of your daily ritual. Number 11. I didn't even read it yet. I am worthy. I deserve more than just a comfortable and easy life. I am worthy of so much more. And to me, I'm getting like kind of a beachy vibe from this, right? Like this does kind of feel like a tropical plant. And the way she's got her hair up, I see this like sunset, this like beautiful colors happening in the background. And like I was saying, when you get in that chariot, you are going to create an energy that everyone is going to be like, I'm coming with you. So I hope this message found who it was meant for. If it resonated, don't forget to like and comment. And if you subscribe, you'll get a notification every time I post. And I'll see you in my next video.